we got here today?
Bunch of BS.
Okay. All right, I was about to say the camera is rolling now, sir.
So. Charge my battery for a bit.
All right, no, you're good. You're good. So you tried changing out the different thermostat wires.
So the ones behind, I had to pull that black out, like pull.
And
The brown and the green, you're not going to be able to get to. They're cut.
Inside?
Inside, yeah, they're cut. They're shut. They're short.
And there's no slack in the wall?
Not really. I had to literally almost yank the whole fucking thing out just to get that black wire.
All right. And you said from the new yellow you made to the common, you had 0 volts.
0 volts. And when I had it wire netted together, 0. It's still regardless.
All right. So let me see here. Where's your meter? The wire nut's still on inside, right? Or you put the thermostat on the wall?
I didn't put the thermostat over the wall.
Okay. Because I hear the blower motor going. So let me see. I need a tripod. Alright, so I'm gonna take this wire nut off the common wire as well. From Y to common, we got 0. From Y to R, we got 0. So it's saying we're making the connection there, but it's not completing the call for the. I'm confused here. This doesn't make any sense. Unless, what's my voltage to ground here, or to common? It's saying 0 volts period. Well, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah, I've already checked that. I tried to push in the contactor to be funny. Nothing happened.
What is going on here? Where's the ground? That's 2.4 volts. So something's breaking R.
There's a red wire right there by the orange wire.
Where do you see all these wires?
Orange right here. And there's a little skinny red wire beside it. There's a little hole.
Huh. Is that exposed copper? You know what? I'm gonna just hold on.
The orange one is exposed as
That
well.
looks. I mean, it's definitely like a rub out, but I mean, I'm not even getting any voltage off of that, so I don't think that's cut enough. But
what about that orange one? That in your hand.
Where? What's wrong? I don't see nothing wrong with it. I'm not feeling nothing wrong with it. It's on the bottom side of the contactor too. Oh shit! Right there. That's all the way down too. Where is it rubbing?
I don't know. When I open up, that's what it looked like.
You know what? We'll fix that later. I still am not understanding why we don't have 24 volts coming out of here. So it goes into the fuse, coming straight off the transformer. So let me see. Do we have? Is the transformer good? It's also a good place to start then, since ours messed up. Doop, and boom. 2.8 volts out of the transformer. That's a no-no. And do we have voltage going in? Proper voltage going into the transformer? Somehow we don't. Oh, this is interesting. So what I'm gonna do is kind of just try to move all these. Ow, that's warm. These wires are pretty darn warm. Weird. What I'm noticing is the red for one of the legs of power coming off the transformer. If I follow this wire, where does it go from there? It looks like it kind of goes to the top of the contactor, and if it goes to the top of the contactor, that means I'm not getting my full voltage unless that's going to get pulled in. It doesn't make any sense how this has ever been ran if that's the case. So let me put the camera down and verify. All right, I thought wrong. That's high voltage wires coming in from that disconnect over there. This disconnect is the
this disconnect going right there to the top.
what?
Yeah. These are the heat strip.
Oh boy, I'm about.
But
All
my
right,
thing
now I'm
is
about
that cut the
to.
whole
Now
unit
this is. Yeah, that's weird. That cut the whole unit off, but this one seems to be.
I want you to watch this. I'm gonna put that.
Nope, nope. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Now I'm starting. This is starting to kind of make sense. That's why you said you jiggled this one,
Yeah,
and it was making the.
jiggled this door and it made the reversing valve click.
I don't know why I would do that, but the fact that this set of wires follows to the contactor would interfere with that. So we need to check and see if we've got 240 coming in here right now still, because those wires would be hot. This here, 0 volts. Might have a bad fuse. Let me pull that out. Hold on.
What are you going to do? Just
Hold
check
this.
them in there.
I'm about to check the voltage from in here. Let's see exactly. So that's incoming, so it's at the top. We got 240 coming in. We must have a bad fuse then, because make sure, yeah. Doing that. I ain't got nothing but 6 there and 0 there, so let's go grab some new fuses. That's weird. I really thought that was the disconnect for this one. All right, got the old fuses out. Didn't even bother checking them. Just want to go ahead and start this and see what happens. Boom. So now, going from here to there. Now we got to 240. So now I should have. Come hold this real quick. Put the tripod up. So now we should have. We got the call at the thermostat, and it is making the. Okay, we're doing good now. Now we gotta wait, because there's a heat pump. Defrost voice got its own little delay, even though we bypassed inside. So it was a very good learning experience for you. Now I'm not pointing to the viewers watching this video, I'm pointing to you, boy.
Me.
If you don't have 24 volts here, like, you gotta always make sure you're at least getting 24 volts from your red, the wire coming from the transformer directly to common or clean surface of ground. If you don't got 24 volts there, you got to check to see if you even have 240 coming into the transformer. Because even though we heard the blower motor running, we thought we had, power coming in here. And we did technically, but not for the right part of the system that we were working on. I guess we had 240 going for the heat strips. How that's powering the blower motor at the time, I don't know. I'm not going to dive into it. But we didn't have 240 coming out of here because of those fuses. So now I'm going to go ahead and put these wire nuts back on. Oddly enough, since we turned the power, is that disconnect right here?
No.
We got to cut that one on too.
Okay.
Hold on. I want to get the meter clamped around here just in case it immediately just starts up. And then
3, 2, 1.
okay, now the blower motor's running. All right. I was going to say this weird. Still don't understand how, but I'm not going to dive into it right now. Aha, it's not jiggling no more. So for those of you not really, oh my God, it's dumping out some heat in here. Jesus Christ. So, undo this. So only thing that we had touching was even though it's black, we're using it as yellow right now. What? Oh, you just cut off that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. So even though, for people unaware of heat pumps, if you don't energize the reversing valve, which this one is using O, so if we don't energize O while also energizing the Y, which for the contactor, then it's only the reversing valve for this type of system is stuck in heat. It's stuck blowing in. Can't believe the camera just stopped recording like that for no reason. But yeah, put R back, put black back in the Y where you had it, and then we'll put the thermostat back on the wall, and it should be looking way better and not be as balls to the wall hot in here. What's wrong? Not feeling no air. But my pressures is perfect. I'm not gonna say perfect, but my pressures are showing me there's definitely airflow going across this coil. So if we ain't got no air, then that means something's disconnected up under the house. But those look good though. It just backstory. He was calling me, talking to me about this for like a solid 15-20 minutes straight, and I was like confused as to what's going on. So I'm like, just send me your address and I'll pull up and I'll try to figure it out, because I thought this was gonna be a whole thermostat wire issue. But he didn't tell me all the voltages everywhere. He was just telling me certain things, so I was just asking questions and couldn't piece it together. So with that being said, so it's like just one vent that ain't got no air? Yeah. Alright. We'll check that. For advice for any people that are new to the trade and you're nervous about calling the older guys for help, just make sure that you've run through your situations or your sequence of operations, double checking your voltages everywhere. At the end of the day, just like it took me a second to even realize it and think about it, but if you don't have any low voltage, check for your high voltage. If you ain't got high voltage, check your disconnect. Keep it simple. Stupid. But let's see what's up with this duct. You said it was this vent right here?
Yeah.
That's the insulation on it. Oh my god, look at all that ductwork just laying on the ground. Crawl space don't look too bad though. Let's go see if I can figure out what's up with the air before completely going through that crawl space. Let me grab my little top tees fan thing. Yeah. So that's the supply line going into a distribution box that then just disperses everywhere up under here. But it's kind of like crushed up going up under there. Turn on the flash. Because this is the return going to a distribution box.
So you can see where it fell off at. This holder on the top left. No.
Where? What are you talking about?
You just passed it. You're right there. You're looking right at it. Your phone is.
This?
You do not see that metal piece around it? To your left. Go up. Right there. That little metal
The strap?
piece. Yeah.
Oh, that ain't really. I'm not worried
if
about the
it's gonna
strap.
Crush it.
But it's the. Somebody like really stuffed that up under there, but this is.
Someone had to come up here because that's all new wood.
This is terrible. Yeah, yeah. You're right. I don't know if somebody messed with it. Yeah, they might have fucked some shit. Oh man, I gotta censor that out. Bleep that out. Maybe not. But take as many pictures as you can. And let's get up out of here. So like I stated earlier, he had called me about it and trying to handle some stuff at a supply house while also trying to work out what his issue could be. I wasn't completely well aware of like 100% what the issue was, because he was telling me he had voltage in some places and he didn't in others, so I was under the impression that we had 24 volts to begin with. So at a certain point, I can't remember exactly what, I think he's like, after he told me, he changed out the Y wire for the black wire, and that still didn't work. I was like, all right, just text me your address and I'm gonna be on my way over there. So I tried to then continue from where I left off with him And then I got to a point where I was like, all right, none of this is making no sense. Let me just double check and make sure we got full 24 volts. And then we felt we went through from there. It still confused me why the blower motor, I mean, somebody must just have the blower motor wired to run nonstop. So we'll make note of that as well. But other than that, the system's running. It's just not blowing cold because it's got crappy ductwork. So we will handle all of that and get that information sent over to the property management. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks.